Let's close this and potentially never open it again. And go to the... What is this now? Alright. For harpsichord. Okay. Cakewalk. I tried to open yours, Cakewalk crashed.
Cakewalk crashed.
I opened your file, I went to replace the synth and it just noped out. It had a bit of a spasm. It's okay. Alright, let's expand you. What do we have here? Everything pro gamer, everything's at 100 velocity. Yes, sir. I should probably turn my volume down then. There you go. And what do we do? This is D major. Let's see. What is this? E, C, F sharp. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. What are we doing here? So we have U, and then we have... Okay, we're in lighter. It's meant to be... I don't know why, but this has much more of a G major feel than a D major feel. Kind of yeah, there's more C sharps going on, but we have a B major run, which kind of goes towards more E minor vibes, and then we've got this whole A minor after B minor thing. Okay, a chromatic line. That's interesting. No, that does not work.
Okay, I'm just gonna probably go through this and just see what I can do. Oh, we actually use this. Let's. Now, if you want, Hubert, you could rearrange some stuff if you think you just want something different.
Yeah, I'm considering my options here. Or more.
Because with this, it's quite short.
Yeah, it is short. Yeah, yeah.
And what I'm doing is basically just making a few adjustments, like rearranging things and making it sound like something.
What if we just kind of make it a bit... Actually, we can't really do much in terms of dynamics because we're working with a harpsichord.
If you want, you could erase some of the chords.
No, let's see. What if we turn it into Yeah, let's work with that. Kind of sounds like a harpsichord then. Okay. All right. Let's.
Let me increase it.
Increase the tempo.
Yeah.
That seems actually, yeah, yeah. No, I can see that. Oh, I forgot that I've changed your tempo up a fair bit. I don't remember the original one, but
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
108, I think it was. It is very much not 108 anymore. I've turned into more of a vivace feel.
Yeah, mine's 140.
Oh, this doesn't work. Can you? Is that a thing? Is that? I mean,
Let's repeat this in.
I can do that with one hand, but that's annoying. And then this one is.
Oh, you're thinking about playability?
Hang on, let's see. I mean, like a little bit. So.
I'm not even thinking about playability here. I'm just noodling around. I'm just like,
Oh, that is. That would make Rachmaninoff. Oh goodness, 2 10s stack on each other. Hell yeah, boy. All right, wait. Throw in a B there to not make it sus as much. What if we? Okay, let's make this quieter maybe, because like it's like this. It's in a different key, so let's give it like a different feel. Give it like contrast. Because that's probably like the most difficult thing about classical. Like it can feel very samey, like if the same eighth notes running in the left hand and some chords which are again in like stacked in four. That's the same thing going on without any dynamics. It's just very difficult to make contrast.
yeah, I might have to make quite a few adjustments. I do not like this.
Actually, let's do it like this instead. Maybe. I don't know. I'm having a lot more success editing yours than starting mine from scratch, I think.
Yeah, I've just now created a sort of theme for mine.
Sort of theme.
Yeah.
Okay, this I like. We've got an idea going on. Let's continue. Perhaps to give some idea of what I'm up to. So we started with the beginning where like it seemed a bit dense and clustered, and I wanted to give it a bit more room rather than having these kind of things going on more frequently. And then like there's some like for an example here where we have sort of more cadence, like very firm structures in terms of we're gonna cut that one out. Imagine trying to give analysis without any knowledge of terminology and stuff. That's always poised to go very well. But anyway, you have this kind of thing which sounds kind of nice, and then sometimes you try to echo it. So like I thought I could add it here because as you can see it goes from the 6 to 6.5, so we have something similar going on here. And then we have this kind of idea again. So like we're trying to create some kind of contrast through like having more staccato type notes as opposed to everything being like of homogeneous length as it were. And then we kind of try to continue that in different registers. So sometimes we have it like in a lower one here, sometimes we have it in like still a kind of a lower one, but like relative to say like relative to this it might be a bit more closer to the main line than say here. And then we have some like sometimes we have it in sixths, sometimes we have it in thirds. And then here, like, I chose to kind of have it as like an ascending line, which kind of works. And then again, we have this thing, which is quite similar to this. And so we kind of borrow previous ideas and try to make it kind of similar, but then sort of different. Whereas here it's kind of like expanding. You have a more distinct kind of falling and rising thing going on. And here, like, you don't have as much of a wide spread. And this is where I decided to split the chords instead of kind of to have it more rhythmic and have some more fun energy going on in like this kind of section. And then to respond with something more going on here. And then again here, and again here. And then I don't know what I'm going to do here yet.
Okay, I've just went ahead and connected one part to another.
Bro's bridging, goddamn.
Okay, well, I've got my theme in both B minor and D major. Let's see how we can continue this. How are you doing?
Quite okay. I haven't so much rearranged anything in terms of chords, but rather I've just tried to create more memorable sections. I've just kind of tried to add more sort of colorful lines here and there, interlink things like recycle some previous ideas and different sections and so on. And then I want to add intensity to some areas. I want to loosen other areas up to kind of.
Okay, sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'm just currently working on this ending, and I'm just pushing all the material that you wrote to the side so that I can like deal with it later, basically.
I'm just gonna fuck all that. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. Fuck this bullshit. I'm starting from scratch.
I mean, that's kind of what I did at first. But then I realized, you know what? No, I shouldn't do that. I should probably, like, actually.
I'm like, I think I would advise using the last realization. Like, my idea was like, I didn't like what was at the beginning, so I just kind of built on top of that. And then at the last point, I'm like, okay, here's something that like I can maybe start working. Like, I'd probably delete the first four and I'd move the last two as like the beginning and then break it apart and then start that as a basis.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I've already done my own thing here.
No, of course, you've done your thing. I was just like thinking about it like, okay, I'm precisely halfway through.
Halfway through? Okay.
We have to maybe do this and then.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Sorry?
I finished the ending, so now I gotta just connect. I have to connect the beginning and end via a middle.
Via a middle, as it were.
Okay, how are we going to incorporate your thing here? You know, the funny thing is, you kind of wrote a,
Bergamesque? Okay, apart from the thing that is Debussy is known for, but what is an actual Bergamesque?
literally just 1 4 5 1, right? And they're all major. If you have
God damn it! Stop suggesting Debussy.
1 is D, 4 is G, 5 is A, then it goes back.
Is that what well, the idea was.
You kind of have this thing going on, like you have.
Yeah, so B minor, D major, E minor, G major, F sharp. Oh, I could say that every second one, because every second one is D, G, A, and then F sharp major 9/G double diminished.
Wait, hang on. Let me look at this. No, it's still kind of that. It's just you kind of embellished it a little bit. You've added 3 in between 4.
If it's major 3, kinda, you can pass it off as that.
Yeah, I mean, I have the D in there, but I've actually treated it as an embellishment. Same with the G too. Wow, your realization sounds interesting.
Yeah, no, it has some tempo to it. I'm kind of stuck. So like, I like this, but then I have like bar 19 where I'm like, this is kind of meant to wind down a bit, and I don't know how to like pull the brakes on it, as it were. Yeah, we'll figure this out.
I'm gonna diminish this because I don't want the same monotonous slow bass line that I have in the opener.
You are E minor 9? Is that why you are in some kind of diminished? Oh no, you're just pure D, G major.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's make it kind of like a more classical figure, an Alberti based thing.
Fuck, that's garbage.
I hope you're referring to the bit you added on.
Yeah, I'm trying to add on, like, stuff. It's,
Let's lighten you up. We've had probably enough chords in this entire piece. Let's do single voice. Alright, we're back at the repeat. I've made it to your repeat.
I'm still in the middle. I'm basically just working on...
How do we spice up the return of the main beat?
Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, this actually works very well. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm done.
I am nearly done. I have about 5 bars left.
Okay, I'll just make some finishing touches then.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same thing. We're gonna call it here. The ending might need a little rejigging, but that's fine. File not found, sir. What?
Yeah, I guess I'll just stop and
Yep, same here. I will send this. There you go.
yeah, let me send